I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus.
Hello, welcome to my channel Judge All Nation. In this video, Christian Prince will make understanding and education about Islam to all Muslims. Also, Christian Prince educates Muslims that in the Lord Jesus there is truth and no other. Now let's take a look and see what Christian Prince will tell you by arguing with Muslims. Enjoy watching this video and God bless you.
All of this is a fabrication, is not true. All of this is fabrication. All of this is fabrication. This is proven to be false, and I made many tons of videos about it. And you know, let us say for the sake of argument, there's a book have equal numbers of words. Is that really proof that this is from God?
Well, Allah says that nobody could produce a book like the Qur'an.
Okay, but Muhammad he received satanic verses, and Muhammad himself did not discover that this is satanic verses. And at the same time, if nobody can make Qur'an like the Qur'an of Allah, isn't it Umar who said that Allah he took Qur'an from me? Isn't it Umar who said, he said that Allah he agree with me in 3 things. Actually, some they say 5 and some they say 8. وَفَقَنِي رَبِّي فِي ثَلَاثٍ. Allah agree with me in 3 things. And even Allah he sent the verses exactly as he said. Read with me. Umar said, I agreed with Allah in 3 things, or said my Lord agreed with me in 3 things. I said, O Allah Apostle, would you took the station of Abraham as a station for prayer? I also said, O Allah Apostle, good and bad persons visit you. So he's repeating. So the Kaaba, why Muslim they pray to the Kaaba? Because Umar he says so. Why the Muslim men they have the Muslim women they have to wear hijab? Because Umar he was making fun of the wife of Muhammad, Sauda, and he said to her, Arifnaki ya Sauda. She was doing poo-poo. Why you Muslims why Muhammad he made the verses about threatening his wife to get divorced? Because Umar said so exactly. And look, it says here, and Allah he sent the verse as I said. So Umar he made Quran, and Allah copied the Quran of Umar. So how Muslim they say that nobody can make Quran, but Allah himself taking the Quran from Umar?
Yeah.
How this happen? If I am Umar and I just said something, and then Allah he take it and he make a Quran.
Yeah.
How this can be? What do you think?
Did Allah added it to his Quran?
Yes, he took it as it is. He's showing you that even the Kaaba, it was a choice of Umar. You know, it was the choice of Umar, my friend. It was not the choice of Muhammad or Allah. And not only that, he added, he says, and then Allah he sent it exactly as I said. So how this can be? Nobody can make Quran, but Allah is copying Quran from Umar. What do you say? Do you see with me in the screen? It says as I said. Do you see it? Just to show you, I'm not making things up. Read with me. So the verse revealed the same as I had said was revealed. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, but nobody can make Quran. Nobody can make Quran. But Allah is copying Umar words and making it Quran.
The only explanation I can give is that Allah knew that Umar would do that, and he added it to his Quran.
My friend, he should inspire Muhammad or Umar. Who is the prophet here? Look like you Muslims, you have 2 prophets. You have Umar and you have Muhammad. Because if Umar, why Muhammad? Actually, I can show you that Umar he was saying to Muhammad to order the hijab many times, and Muhammad don't respond. And so you are saying to me that Allah he knew Umar will say that, right? Okay. There's one of 2 options. Either Allah inspired Umar to say so, and that make Umar a prophet of God, and now you have 2 Muslim prophet of God, Muhammad and Umar. Do you Muslims believe that Umar was a prophet? He prophesied for God?
No, we don't believe that.
Why Allah did not say the verses to Muhammad before Umar mentioned them?
Sorry?
Why Allah did not inspire? Why Umar is the one? Okay, look how important the topic. Prayer to the Kaaba, it was the idea of Umar. This is very important. You Muslims now, you are praying in direction of the Kaaba because of Umar. He is the one who made the verses. And obviously Muhammad, he heard Umar, he took it, he liked what he said, he put it in the Quran as it is. This is exactly what happened. This guy, he hear things and he added as it is in his Quran. And Umar, he noticed that. He noticed this is what I said to him. This is why he's saying the verses came as I said. Omar is not stupid. I am the one who said that to him.
Yeah.
And he was saying that in the front of Muhammad, not in his back, right? Did Muhammad say to him, no, you did not say that to me? No. Did he say to me, he said no, because Muhammad, he knew he was stealing from Omar. So if this is inspiration of God coming from God to Muhammad, and the Quran is a miracle, and nobody can make Quran like the Quran of Muhammad, how the Quran is copied from Omar? That is stupid. At the same time, you know, when the Muslims, they count the words in the Quran, and then we find that all the words they count is nothing but a fiction and a lie. Why they are coming with those fictions, and what is the point trying to make the Quran a miracle? Let me show you that the Muslims, when they do that, they expose Allah. Let me show you, my friend. Isn't it Allah, he said in the Quran that Allah refrained from sending miracles? Okay, how Allah he refrained from sending miracles, but yet the count of the numbers of the words is a miracle according to Muslims? That means Allah is a liar. Chapter 17, verse number 59. Read with me carefully, my friend. And we refrain from sending signs only because the men of former generation treated them as false. So Allah refrained.
Yeah, but the Quran, for example, if the Quran has miracles, then Allah is actually mentioning the actual miracles from sending signs.
But if the numbers of the words are a miracle too, that means a miracle. So either you say it's an actual miracle, or you say it's a fabrication we made. Why Muhammad did not know that? Why Muhammad did not say to you the word shaitan mentioned 88 times and the word angel mentioned 880 times? You do not know, right? You will say to me, Muhammad do not know. So you Muslims, you know what Muhammad do not know. That would be funny. The Prophet himself who brought the book to you, he do not know. This is an insult to Muhammad actually. That's mean Muhammad did not know what he brought. That's mean Allah did not tell him. That's mean Allah inspire you, and he did not inspire Muhammad. That's mean you are a prophet. The one who discovered this which is false is a prophet. This is all the Muslims, they are desperate trying to find a miracle for their prophet who have no miracles. We have Jesus who resurrect people from death. We have Jesus who make the blind see. We have Jesus who created from the mother bird. We have Jesus who can tell you even what you hide in your houses. And the Quran says nobody knows the unseen save Allah, correct? But Jesus can tell you what you hide in your houses. So all of this for Jesus, but Muhammad have zero. And the Quran confirmed that Allah he refrained from sending miracle. And then you say to me that nobody can make Quran like Quran, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. How he say? Hold on, my friend. How he say nobody can make Quran like this Quran? But he says in the same time we refrain from sending miracle, because by saying this verse you just made a miracle. If the Quran is a miracle.
Yeah, but it's actually mentioning the real types, the real types of miracles that cannot be. For example, when Jesus, for example, healed the sick or healed the blind. Those are miracles that science can't explain, right? It's mentioning. It's actually mentioning that types of miracles, real miracles, not
but
like
my friend, where in the Quran it says he is mentioning that kind of miracle, not a miracle. I mean, if the Quran, isn't it the Quran says that make a book like this if you can, and you Muslim, you keep saying that this is a miracle. So now suddenly the Quran is not a miracle. Either we say it's a miracle or we say it's not a miracle. There is no such a thing, such a type of miracle. Miracle is a miracle. God miracle is a miracle. So obviously the Muslims, they are desperate to trying to find something about their God to make it look like there is something amazing. Same time, what kind of God? He says stupid things. Do you think God he speaks stupid? Okay. How Allah he created the baby in the Quran? Is it true that Allah he says that he made the sperm became a congealed blood?
it says alaqa.
Huh? Yeah, alaqa. What alaqa mean? Isn't it alaqa? Mean a congealed blood, dead blood? How such a mistake happen?
It means glass of blood. It means a leech, and it means hanging.
No, leech, my friend. Alaqa in Arabic mean a congealed dead blood. Alaqa is not the same as al alaqa. When you speak about an insect, that is different. He did not say al alaqa. He said thumma nutfa thumma alaqa. So did your God Allah speak about the insect? It's called alaqa, or he speak about something else, which is the blood? It is the blood. Not
so alaqa doesn't mean a leech.
No. It is the dead blood, which usually, you know, if you injure yourself, you will have a piece of blood covering your skin, right, from the injury location to stop the bleeding. Correct?
Yeah.
That is alaqa. I can go right now and show you what it says in the dictionary. Not only that, if we go to all Islamic interpretation or translation, we will find all of them. They agree that this is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So why? Okay, let me ask you. Why all the Muslim translation or interpretation don't say that alaqa mean a leech or as an insect? Why do they mention that? Simply because it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
why does it the Quran dictionary say that it is a leech?
This is a fabrication. This is not dictionary. This is a lie. Muslim, they are lying, my friend. This is no leech. Here we go. Which interpretation you like me to show you, my friend? Choose for me any interpretation of your choice in the front of everybody. I will show it to you on the screen. Because if they are saying that that website is made to fabricate and designed to fabricate and to lie, otherwise you need to show me one Muslim interpreter. He come with the interpretation that this is a word mean, etc. Unless all the Muslims who do interpretation, they are liars, you know. So here we go. What is the verse we are talking about? Okay, let us see. Let us see. Which verse you want me, my friend? Which verse you want me to check for you about alaqa? There's many verses mention the word alaqa. Which verse you want me? Choose one of your choices.
You can just pick.
Which one? There's 22:5. There is 23:14. What do you want?
You can pick.
Okay, 23:14, because this is a short one. Okay, but before we go there, do you see here it says ثم خلقنا النطفة علقة دما جامدا فخلقنا العلقة مضغة لحم قدر ما يمضغ. Let me translate for you, those who speak Arabic than you. ثم خلقنا النطفة علقة, frozen blood, or let us say solid blood, and nutfa became alaqa, which is a solid blood. All right, and this is what this is the interpretation of Al-Jalalain. I will show you Al-Jalalain in English, the same one. Okay, 23:14 in English. And this is our problem with Muslims. There is no you know honesty. Here we go. This is Tafsir Al-Jalalain, the same one I showed you in Arabic. It is now in English, translated by you. This is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. Read with me carefully. Then we transformed the drop of semen into a clot, congealed blood. What congealed blood mean?
Dead blood.
Dead blood. That's a big mistake. This is not alaqa. This is not the alaqa they told you in the dictionary, which is a false dictionary. Alaqa never was this.
So
are you an insect? Alaqa is an insect. The one you are talking about is an insect. Is the Quran saying that Allah transformed the sperm into an insect?
No, but the shape of the body.
My friend, there is no shape of the body. He's talking about the transform. What transform the sperm. Secondly, the sperm does not look at the mistake here. He says a nutfa. A nutfa is a drop of a sperm, which means millions of semen. Okay, that's the mistake, because only one semen, only one, not a drop, will be going inside the egg. Secondly, the semen will not be transformed into anything. The semen go inside the egg and activate the egg, and then the egg start growing. The semen activate and deliver DNA, and that's it. After that, there is no semen. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, but here it says that we transformed the semen, which is a drop of semen, not one, into. So what is it transforming? The semen, correct? That's stupid.
Yeah, but are you sure that alaqa doesn't mean leech?
Even if it's a leech, let us say it's a leech, just to go with you. The semen will not transform into anything and will not be a leech. You can go right now, check all the doctors' website, who they are not Christians or Muslims or Jewish. Just say check normal, you will see that this is a big joke, right? So how this can be a miracle from God, but God, he says stupid things. In different verse in the Quran, your God, he says in chapter, as long as we are talking about the baby, in chapter 86, verse number 7, Allah, he says that Allah, he created a human being from Gaussian fluid, sexual Gaussian fluid, coming from the male and the female. But the Gaussian fluid from the female is coming from her ribs. How God makes such a stupid mistake? This is Tafsir Al-Jalalain. This is chapter 86, verse number 7. Read with me. Issuing from between the lions, by the way, it doesn't say lions, it says the backbone of the man, a sulb, of the man, and the breast bones of the women. Do you see it?
Yeah.
So now we have a sperm. Where the sperm is coming from? We have a sperm of a man and sperm of a woman. And that is stupid, because women don't have a sperm.
Where does it say that it is a sperm of a woman?
Here we go. Chapter verse number 6. It says that a human being is created from Gaussian fluid, and then the verse number after it, it says the Gaussian fluid coming from where? It says, read with me. The response is he was created from a Gaussian fluid, gushing forth from the man and the woman into the womb. So what is the Gaussian fluid? It's a fluid. And there's nowhere in any scientific study anybody came to us and says that there's a gushing fluid will go to the womb. This is again a mistake. And then your Quran continues saying, explaining what he's saying in verse number 7. Where is this gushing fluid coming from? He says from the man and the women, from the man from the backbone, and from the women from the ribs, and specifically the location of the necklace. And that's again is a stupid mistake. So the Muslims are trying to find a miracle in the Quran, but obviously this book is a stupid book. God will not say such a thing. Maybe Umar al-Khattab, he made those verses. What do you think? How God he say that? So what do you think, my friend? Should we leave Islam? This is cannot be God talking, and you agreed already.
Yeah, but even if it's an error, but the Quran also has many coincidences that it gets difficult to decide if Islam is wrong or true.
Okay, but you just agreed that this is an error, right?
From the semen coming from between the backbone.
Yeah. Okay. So how Allah he is God and he make errors?
Yeah, but at the same time, how God, how Allah can make errors, but at the same time, how Allah can make miracles, because Allah also.
Where is the miracle of Allah? Okay, show me the miracle of Allah. Go ahead.
Allah also explains where milk comes from the cow.
How? Where?
It says,
where it's where the verse is explain how the milk come from the cow?
Oh, I'll share it real quick.
Right. What chapter? What verse?
Chapter 16, verse 66.
Chapter what? 66?
No, chapter 16, verse 66.
Chapter 16, verse number 66. Here we go. All right, let us laugh together. You promise me you will laugh with me if it's funny?
Sorry?
You promise me you will laugh with me if what you just said is funny? Where is the explanation how the milk is made?
No, it's actually explaining how the milk comes from the belly to the penis. It says it comes between
the milk comes from the belly to the penis?
No, yeah, from that.
What penis? So you believe that milk come to the penis?
How else do they make milk?
Penis.
They have several penises. I don't know.
That's penises. That is nipples, as I know. Okay, look what it says with me here. We gave you to drink of that which is in their bellies. Now, is the milk in their bellies?
Yes.
Really? How come?
You can ask any scientist.
Okay. Let us see if we go right now and search. Okay, from betwixt the refuse and the blood, we extract pure milk. This is the interpretation. Do you agree with that?
Right.
Okay. Let us go and see what is about. If we change, by the way, I will show you the other interpretation so we can see all the Muslims' explanation. Okay, cattle, listen. We give you the drink. Introduced an example of listen, that which is in the belly of the cattle. Bellies from mine indicate a new subject and simultaneous connection. Okay, we give you a drink from between the refuse of essential waste and the blood, the pure milk. Okay, I'm going to go right now, and I will search. Hold on, let me search in Google. I will search in Google, and we will see how milk is generated. How milk in goat or cow.
You can even go on the YouTube and see. Just type in YouTube how cows make milk, and they'll show you. There's a video about it.
Okay, we will see. We cannot play videos of somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us see. I'm looking. I'm trying to find a website, but here I don't see. Okay. Here it doesn't show us really too much details. Let's see the front website. Education University. Let us see. Okay. Advertising. With each cud, squash to remove water. Then move to the fourth stomach. In the fourth stomach, the abomasum, the food is digested, and it then move into small intestine. The instant take nutrient from the food and send it to the bloodstream. Okay, Some of this blood full of natural nutrients move to enter, etc. Okay. Change nutrient milk store and the true milk. All right. Most dairy cow produce 25 liter. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, if we go back to the verse, my friend, the verse in the front of me. ولكم من الأنعام لعبرة نسقيكم مما في بطونها من بين فرث ودم ولبنا خالصا سائغا. You see, when the Muslims they translate, they try to make things fit with their own idea. If you read in the verse in Arabic, it says نسقيكم مما في بطونه من بين فرث ودم لبنا خالصا سائغا. What is the firth? Do you know what firth mean?
No.
Okay, let us go to firth. Let me show you. We'll go to the dictionary. Actually, you know what? Let us do this. Go to the Arabic one, because always the Arabic one is different from the English. But let us go here first in the dictionary. Firth, it says the balls. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Kalimat al-Qur'an. Okay. Balls. Is that what it says in the scientist teaching?
No.
Okay. So what we will do now with the balls?
Where does it say balls?
It's in front of you. You see it here?
Yeah.
Here actually. It says. If we take the same word, let me show you, my friend. You see, this is your Islamic dictionary, and you see here it says next to it, Farthin Kalimat al-Quran. This is the word as it's mentioned in the Quran. Okay, this is how it's mentioned in the Quran. And then there's other meaning, the particles of food in stem. Farthin. Let us see which one is the one is mentioned. Farth is hissul alam. Okay, firth in Arabic mean al-gha'it, mean the piss. Let's make it simple. If we go in the Quran and we search for the same word, you see, this is the word firth, and the word firth is always the piss, from their piss. The Muslims in their translation, that word totally disappear. If we go to the Arabic dictionary, I will post the word firth here as it is, and we go to dictionary, and this is the same chapter we are reading from.
So it says according.
Okay, read with me. Read with me, my friend. Read with me. Read with me. Firth. This is the same verse we are reading. Al-Rawth al-Mawjud fil Quran. Do you know what Al-Rawth mean?
No.
The shit.
What?
The shit. Al-Rawth. Al-Rawth. What is? This is chapter. Here we go. They are even quoting for you the Quran. ما في الكرش من الثفل. What is inside the belly? What is that? Here it says الروث الموجود في الكرش. الروث is shit. So your Quran saying, you see in the translation when you read it's really confusing, but your Quran saying it clearly that what is coming from the shit, your God claim that from the shit of the cow, because this is a roth, this is not even a food, from the shit of the cow Allah will give you the milk. Read with me carefully. فرث النحل السرجين الزبل وما دام في الكرش يسمى الفرثة. This is your Islamic dictionary, not mine. I'm not saying anything.
So how? So according to the dictionary, it says we give you a drink.
Let me give you a link, my friend, so you will not say I'm making things up. Here we go. This is your Islamic dictionary. I will send it to you. You can check it out in your time. All right, and you can check the words. Here we go. You can open it in your side. I can take right now, I can go to Google Translation, copy this, and go to Google Translation.
Doesn't it mean bowels or something like that?
Well, this is what the refs mean. It's the shit. You know, as you see, we are just going, even and dictionary is showing you that this is the verse where the word is mentioned. Okay, we go to Google Translation. I'm going to paste the word in Arabic as it is, and I'm going to switch to English. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So what the Muslims they try to say in their interpretation as English is totally different from what it says really in the Quran, because the Quran is saying, and you know, we watched the video together where it says how the food goes, but nowhere it says that this has became shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but the Quran is saying it's coming from the shit. And again, I give you the link. Here we go. All right, read with me carefully.
Yeah.
من بين فرث النحل. This is a chapter النحل, verse number 66. Do you see it?
Yeah.
So there's no mistake that he is trying to explain something else. And this is الروث الموجود في الكرش, the shit which is in the kirsh. We took it to Google translation. It's coming as the dung which is in the belly.
Yeah.
So what the verse saying, that we extract from the belly, from the shit which is in the belly, and from the blood, a milk for you. But this is really absolutely false. Let us go to Arabic. Let us see some Arabic interpretation. Maybe
doesn't it say that it comes between the, like between the dung and the blood?
yeah, but you know, but it says shit. I mean, how the roth, how that will be. Let us read together here. This is Al-Qurtubi in Arabic. Let us see if Al-Qurtubi can give us something. You know what? Let us go and see Ibn Kathir in English. Even though in Ibn Kathir in English always they lie in their interpretation, but let us see. So people they can read with me. This is An-Nahl 16 verse 66. Okay, let us see what it says. And this is in English, so people they can read with me. All right. Okay, provide a drink from their belly. Okay, let us see. Meaning it's free of blood and pure. You see, it's free of blood. It's not even saying extract from blood.
Yeah,
it says free from blood. Okay, hold on. Let us see. And it's pure in witnesses, taste, and sweetness. Have nothing to do how it's really. And then it says, you see, in the Muslim translation, they say we extract. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, where is the word extract? Do you see the word extract? It says ما بين فرث ودم لبنا خالصا. Nowhere it says extract. And let us continue. And this is Ibn Kathir, as you see. Okay.
So it's not describing the progress of the milk.
Read Ibn Kathir, my friend. But each of them goes its own way after the food has been fully digested in the stomach. The blood goes to the vein. This is Ibn Kathir, who came long after Muhammad, trying to explain with, you know, this is when science became so advanced. The milk goes to the ender of the urine, goes to the bladder, and feces goes to the anus. None of them get mixed together. This has have nothing to do with extracting from shit or etc. What the God of Islam saying to you, here we go. The cow eat, and you get milk, and the milk is not mixed with their blood, either with their shit. That's all. Read it in front of you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Same, by the way, as long as we are talking about here, in the same verse in the Quran, the same chapter we are reading from, it says, if you go, you will find the following, and we will go to Ibn Kathir in the same time. The Quran says the same thing about the honey. The honey in chapter 66, chapter 16, sorry, verse number 69. The same chapter, if we will go a few verses after, you will see that the God of Islam says that there is the honey of the bees is shit, is literally the shit. Let me show you. Let us go to Ibn Kathir 16. We go up.
But honey's puke, the nectar that they suck is they are going to puke that out, right?
No, my friend. You see, the Quran says. Let me show you the verse in the Quran. It says that the bees they eat from the fruit and they shit milk, they shit honey. Read with me carefully. This is chapter 16, verse number 69.
Yeah.
Okay, we go down. Let us show the other website because that will be more clear. Okay, let us see.
Maybe Allah meant that they eat from the fruits means that.
Yeah, but no. It says no. It says that they eat from the fruit and honey come from their belly. They eat from the fruit and honey come from their belly. And this is stupid because you are saying to me they eat already. They eat, but they don't eat the fruits. The honey is their food. So the God of Islam, he think that what the bees do, they go and eat from the fruit. So when we see them going around in the flowers and the roses, what they are doing exactly, they are eating the flowers, and then their shit is honey. That's wonderful. I wish my shit is the same. Excuse my language. You know, I wish that will happen to me, so I can say it out. So here, if we go, okay, chapter 16, verse number 69. Read with me carefully, my friend. Which translation is your favorite?
You can just speak.
All right. Then they eat of all produce of the earth. In Arabic it says fruit, not produce, but anyway, and find with the skills specious baths of the Lord. There issue from within their body a drink, a very color, wherein is healing for man. So what they eat from the fruits, and they do dump the honey, and this is absolutely false. The honey is their food. It's not something else.
Yeah, but can't it mean that Allah is trying to explain here that the honey, the bees sees the flowers as fruits?
No, my friend, you see, the Quran even says fruits, not only flowers, because bees, they go to anything is sweet, even if it's fruit, not necessarily really. Not necessarily roses or flowers. Bees, if they see something sweet, they suck it too. They suck what it's called the juice of it, and they take it to the hive. And it's not even the one who go and collect is the one who make it honey. What the Quran saying? Do you see the word eat, my friend? I'm not making things up. Do you see it says eat of all fruits? Okay, but they don't eat from the fruit. And then a drink will come from her belly. So what the Quran is teaching, that those bees, they make honey, not really for food. It's their shit. They ate a fruit and they shit honey. If we go right now to any interpretation, which one you like? You want me to go to Ibn Kathir, the same Ibn Kathir, or different one? We can go. Here we go. Choose one. It's up to you. You know, it doesn't matter really. Chapter 16, verse number 69. Let us see. Chapter 16. We go to English. Verse number 69. We go to Ibn Abbas first, the cousin of your prophet. Okay, read with me carefully. Then eat of all the fruits. Explanation: from all type of fruits, and follow ways the Lord made smooth for thee, made a truck table for you. There comes from their belly of the bees a drink, various of hues, red, yellow, white. This is the color of the honey, healing for mankind and illness. Okay, it's very simple. Eat from the fruit, and the honey is a miracle from Allah for us. So Allah, He made the bees eat fruit and shit honey. That's not right. That's absolutely false. Right?
Doesn't the honey emerge in the stomach of the bee?
My friend, first of all, you see, this is not the bee is the one who make the honey. They call them stomach, but they are not stomach because they don't eat the honey there. You see, like the bee who go and collect the nectar, bring it back in her tongue, is not even in her belly. Then she give it to other bees, and then they vibrate over it, and they have their own method to make that nectar into honey, and they don't eat it right away. They spit it out from their mouth, and then that is the honey which is collected. We collect from them. They save it for later to eat it. This is their food. What the Quran is saying, that the honey is eaten from the fruit, and it's coming from their belly, which means they shit it. The same as what he said about the baqarah, the cow or the cattle, that the milk is not mixing. Like, it's a miracle how they eat grass, and the grass became shit, and they have a blood in their body, but the milk is not mixing with them. So the Quran is not explaining how the milk became milk. The Quran is saying it's not mixed. It's a miracle. The same as the Quran says. You remember the Muslim, they say to us that the two seas, they don't mix, the fresh and the salty. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, that's
okay.
That is correct, right?
Yeah, but this is false. No.
Why?
Okay, let us see why. Because simply what the Quran is saying, and this is in chapter 25 verse number 53 and chapter 5 verse number 19, that Allah, he made a barrier between the fresh water and the salty water, so they will never ever mix. He forbid them from meeting together. Do you see it? It says forbidden, ban between them. Do you see it?
Yeah.
So the Muslims, in order to make a miracle, they fabricate the story, and they forget it says here forbidden. They say this is about the fresh water and salty water in the sea. Because why? It says that there is two seas, but all of us, we know that fresh water is not a sea. That is a mistake. The reason for that mistake, Muhammad, he is saying here that there's two seas. One sea is the fresh water and one sea is the salty water. Do you agree with that term, that there's two seas?
Yeah.
There is. Where is the sea of the fresh water?
He's just saying that there is a salty sea and a fresh sea.
Okay, where is the fresh sea?
In the Quran.
You see, when we say sea, we have to have a huge amount of water equal to a sea. That we call it a sea, correct? Okay, but we didn't have such a thing. But what Muhammad, he is teaching here, that because the Arab, wherever they dig, like I say, you can dig in the ground and you find water, right? Like, not everywhere, but mostly you can find, right? So Muhammad, he believed that it's a miracle that Allah, he forbid the salty water from the fresh water from mixing together. So we have two seas, we have two containers, and they are forbidden totally from meeting. How he forbid them? If we go to the interpretation, let me show you, my friend. Again, this is chapter 25 verse number 53. We go to Ibn Kathir, as long as it's open. All right. This website is not working. Okay, 25 and then verse number 53. We'll read it from 51 and after. All right, let us see what it says here. And this is, by the way, Ibn Kathir is a big fat liar trying to defend the Quran, but still I use him to get things busted. Because Ibn Kathir came long after Muhammad, because now he became people became more educated, and they noticed how stupid the Quran is, so he tried to explain. So here we go, and he has let free the two seas. This is latable and sweet, and that is salty and bitter. Means he created two kind of water, sweet and salty. The sweet water is like in the river, spring and wells, which is a fresh, sweet, palatable water. This was the view of Ibn Jurayj, etc., etc. Okay, and we continue. And that is salty water, meaning that salty water is not easy to swallow, blah blah blah. Okay, now he says here, and that can be found in the Red Sea, in the Arabian Sea, in the Persian Gulf, in China Sea, blah blah blah. All right, and then he says, and he made between them a barrier. Do you see the screen, my friend?
Yeah.
Okay. A barrier and complete partition, complete. That's it. They don't mix, never. Between them, meaning between the sweet water and the salt water. Barrier mean a partition which is a dry land. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. In the Muslim videos and the claim, what they say this is about the two water. They made together, but they don't mix. Correct?
Doesn't this barzakh mean land?
Barzakh mean land, yes, but the Muslim they lie. Why they lie? I want to ask you, my friend, why they lie and they say this is a miracle? The Quran is speaking about salty water, and they show you a video of a river in the ocean and see mashallah, the Quran miracle speak about the same thing. I mean, this has nothing to do with this. All what the Quran is saying, stupid thing, that the salty water and the fresh water the river mix because Allah He put a barrier between it. But this is a mistake, because you know and I know that the fresh water we have is coming from the ocean. The ocean water vibrate because of the heat, became a cloud. The cloud moved to the top of the land. We have rain, and then we have a fresh water. Correct?
Yeah.
But the Quran is saying the opposite. The Quran says those two water never mix. There is partition between them, and what is the partition? A land.
Yeah, but doesn't this barzakh also mean something else?
Barzakh is a piece of land, my friend, which is separating between two places, two things. This is what barzakh. Not only that, my friend. Not only that. It says, you see, it says وَحِجْرًا مَحْجُورًا. Do you know what hajar mean? Hajar mean a rock. Okay, hajar is a rock. Hijran is a rocky, preventer, barrier. So this is why it says and complete partition, which means they will never ever mix. They are forbidden from mixing.
So in chapter 23 verse 100 it's talking about a piece of land.
Yes, and not only that, look what he continues saying. He is even quoting for you. He's quoting for you from different verses in the Quran. He says, he has let loose the two seas meeting together. Between them is a barrier which none can transgress. Do you see it?
But Surah 23 verse 100 is actually, it still mentions barzakh, but it's actually not mentioning the land.
What the chapter?
23 verse 100.
The verse 100?
Maybe.
Verse 100.
Yeah.
Okay, let us go to verse 100. Hold on.
Maybe barzakh doesn't always have
I don't know what verse
land.
100 is. Let me see. Are you sure the verse 100? Verse 100?
Verse 100.
There's no 100. I'm talking about 23, not 25. Oh, okay, 23. All right.
Yeah.
Right, okay. This is, we go here. We read from verse number 99 and 200. All right.
Maybe this shows
but this is okay. Yeah, we see behind him, you see, here we go, is a barrier between the world and hereafter. Barrier between the world and hereafter. And barzakh simply is a piece of land. This is here we go, it's in front of you. It's a barrier, still the same.
So it says that there is a piece of land between them until they are resurrected.
Yeah. No, it says here he did not give more details because already he explained what barzakh is, Barzakh, we can go to dictionary, but he is saying still there's a barrier, and this is different chapter. The Muslim scholar who said that the word barzakh mean a piece of land about the verse we are debating about, for sure he knew what he's talking about, right? He will not say it's a piece of land if it's not, right?
Yeah.
We can go right now to dictionary and we can type the word barzakh. Let us do it right now. Here we go. The word barzakh. Let us go English, Arabic. Barzakh. Okay. Look what it says. I don't know if you can see with me what I see.
Yeah, I think Google as well.
Let us see barzakh. Oh, it does not actually did not type the whole word. Let me do it again. Barzakh.
It says
it's not yet. It's not there. It's not there yet. Okay. All right. Barzakh. Here they will show you the one is appear in the Quran. Let us see where it says the one in the Quran. Here we go. Here it says barzakh, barrier. All right, barrier. But it doesn't show. Let us go to the Arabic one. Arabic will be better. Let us do that. Where is the search engine? There is no search engine here. Let us do that. Barzakh. Okay. Barzakh. Let us see dictionary. Let us type the word ma'na. Let us switch here. Look like we are having difficulty. Let us switch to Arabic. Here we go. That's better. Here they are saying to you, barzakh, it can be a barrier between two things, and it is a barrier between the here today and the hereafter, which is from the time of death. And then he's continuing saying, barzakh or barazikh is قطعة أرض ضيقة محصورة بين بحرين. It's a partition of land between two seas, which is connection between the two land. All right, this is what barzakh. And then حاجز بين شيئين, and he quote here for us مرج البحرين لا يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبقيان. Quote exactly the verse for us from Quran, and it says قطعة أرض محصورة بين بحرين, a piece of land which is between two seas, and connect the two seas together, or sorry, connect between two lands. And the last meaning that barzakh is between the hereafter, the land of the life of today, and the hereafter. That's it. This is the Arabic translation, as you see. I can send you the link. You want a link?
Yeah.
Let me send you the link. Here we go. You can check it out by yourself later. So you see, we're not making things up. So as you see, Ibn Kathir, we can go to, forget about Ibn Kathir, let's go to a different one if you want. You know, we can go, instead of going to one interpretation. Maybe this guy is wrong and you never know, right? Okay, let's go and see. Hold on, chapter 25, verse number 53. Let's give it all the options. All right? Let us see. Chapter 25, verse number 53, interpretation.
My question is this: does the word barzakh only mean land, or can it also mean
barzakh mean land. Barzakh mean land. Yeah.
Only that?
Yes, absolutely. I showed you the dictionary. I'm not making things up, my friend. All right. It's a land who connected between two. Let us say, usually it's like if you have. Let me draw for you something in front of you. If we have here, I'm not good in drawing, but just to show you. Let us say from this side, let me change the color. I will make it a blue. So we have here a sea, and here we have a sea, but between them we have a land, and I will make the land in brown. This place here, we call it barzakh. So there's two lands here, big lands. All right.
Yeah.
And there's a land from this direction. This area here, we call it barzakh. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And obviously this is a false explanation from the Quran. So the Quran trying to tell us how Allah He preserved between the fresh water and the salty water, how He made a barrier between them. But this is absolutely false. The fresh water itself is the same as the salty water, and the salty water itself is the same as the fresh water. The only difference is that the salty water, by the heat of the sun, evaporate, became a steam, then became a cloud, and then the cloud moved, and then the cloud drop water. Let me show you another mistake in the Quran. As long as we are talking about cloud and rain, etc., where Allah He got His hail from? Do you know, my friend? You know what hail, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what is hail? What is hail according to your understanding?
Just rain.
Is it frozen? It's a frozen water, right? It's an ice.
Yeah.
We call it hail. Yeah. All right. How Allah He sent hail? Do you know?
I read a verse in the Quran. Muslims says this is about water cycle.
But look what the Quran is saying. The Quran is saying the opposite. They lie to you, my friend. They are professional liars. It says here that Allah He sent hail from mountains which is in heaven. So what the Quran is saying, that Allah He break pieces of hail from an ice or mountain of ice, and He submitted on us. The verse in front of you, we can go to any interpretation you want. Which one you like?
Yeah, you can just pick.
How in the world God He would say such a thing? That in the heaven there's mountain of hail, and this is where Allah He got the hail from. Is that scientifically true?
Is it that Allah calls the mountains in the heaven just a metaphor?
No, this is not metaphor. This is speaking about, and you see, the funny is that the Muslims, they when we quote for them something, they say that this, maybe metaphorical. But if you read the verse with me, speaking about things that are not metaphorical, that how Allah He switched the day and the night, and then He created for you from every creature from water. Some of them they walk in their belly, and some of them they walk in 2 legs, and some of them they walk in 4, which is absolutely false, because there's many creatures who have many legs. Correct? So based on this verse, you see, this is cannot be metaphorical, right? He described even how many legs. So
yeah,
and even the Muslim scholars, they never understood it as a metaphorical, and even the Muslims today, they try to make this as a miracle. Here they come, they say, look, Allah, he speak how the cloud gathered together and how they became liars and how they send rain. But a verse before we just showed that the Quran think that Allah, he separate between the salty water and the fresh water, and here he's saying that Allah, he sent down from mountains in heaven hail, you know, and this is absolutely false. If we go right now and we check the interpretation, chapter 24, verse number 43, 24. Here we go. Read to me carefully, my friend. And by the way, Jalalain is a new scholar. This is a guy who learns science now and etc. So you see, they try to cover up the madness of the Quran. Do you see how the rain is issuing from the midst of specific outlets in them, and then he sent down from the heaven out of mountains? Do you see it?
Yeah, but
Min jibalin fiha, extract therein from heaven. So there's mountains of hail in the heaven, and Allah, he extract the hail from it.
so the mountains of hell is a literal thing.
It is, as you see, speaking about rain. Is rain is literal? Yes. Is hail is literal? Yes. Did he submitted to us? Yes. You know? And not only that, he hit with it whoever he wished. He hit with it. He hit with it. So the Quran saying that Allah, he punished us by hail. Let's go to Tafsir Ibn Abbas, your prophet cousin. Okay? Have you not seen been informed on Muhammad, the Quran, about how Allah drive about the cloud and bring the cloud together and make them liars, and those set rain come forth from between them, and from between the cloud he sent down from heaven, from the heaven, mountains where is hail. He said, send down hail from mountains in heaven and submit them with hail to who he want to punish. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Not only that, if we go to the Quran, chapter 13, verse number 13, do you know that the Quran claimed that the thunder is an angel?
Yeah, but you know, when Allah says these things, I just think by myself that only Allah has the ability to understand that, because
my friend, so, let me tell you how funny what you just said. Suddenly only Allah can understand, but the Muslims, they are explaining the Quran for the last 14 centuries. For what then, if Allah only can understand? And I mean, it's so clear. What the point of sending me a book nobody understand except him? There is no point. This is, with my respect to you, this will be stupid, because if you send me a book, I will not understand anyway. So why you are telling me those things?
Yeah, I agree, but in the Quran it also says that Allah, that the sun sets in a muddy spring, but in the other verse it said that the sun is in orbit night and day long.
No, my friend, no, my friend, let me show you. We will go there after we finish this one. Do you see here that the thunder is an angel?
Yeah.
The thunder in Islam is an angel who praise Allah. And also the angels, you see, the thunder, he prays. I can take this as a metaphorical, but the Muslims, they don't, as you see, because the verse itself says that Ar-Ra'du yusabbihu bihamdihi wal malaika, by his command it is an angel. So what is the thunder? It's an angel, right? Now if we go, you mentioned to me what about remind me just a second ago
about the sun setting in a muddy spring. But
okay, let me show you. Let me ask you, who can understand the Quran better than your prophet? Nobody, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if your prophet he explained it to us, then we cannot say he's wrong.
Yeah.
I think you agree with me. Okay.
Muhammad also said,
my friend, read with me. Here we go. This is Sahih Chain Hadith.
Yeah.
This is your prophet. This is Sahih. This is Sahih Chain. Do you see it? Al-Albani.
yeah.
Okay. So we cannot say it's weak, da'if, and those crazy stuff. I was sitting behind Allah Messenger, who was riding a donkey. While the sun was setting, he asked about, do you know where this set, which means the sun? I replied, Allah and his apostle, they know best. He said it's set in a spring of warm water, Hamia. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Quran said that, Muhammad explained that. So what we will do now, is that metaphorical? No.
Muhammad also said that it sets underneath Allah's throne.
Yeah.
But
Okay, hold on. This is another stupid thing, because look what he said. Because Muhammad, he claimed that the sun every day, and he explained that this is not metaphorical. He asked the same guy the same story. He said to him, do you know where the sun goes? Do you know where the sun goes? Let us see the hadith. And even he quoted the verse for him from the Quran. So we cannot say he was not quoting the verse. So here we go. This is Sahih Bukhari, which is very accurate hadith. It says, once I was with the Prophet of Allah. Do you see the screen, my friend?
yeah.
Okay. Once I was with the Prophet of Allah, and in the mosque at the time of the sunset, and he said to me, "Oh Abu Dhar," which means your Prophet saying to this guy, do you know where the sun set? Where the sun set? Do you see it says where?
Yeah.
Okay. When I say where, it's mean a location, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, where the sun set? So he is talking about the sunset, a physical thing, not metaphorical. I replied, Allah and his apostle knows best. He said, it goes. Who is the one is going? Allah, the sun, sorry, and prostrate underneath Allah's throne. So Muhammad explaining at the time of the sunset where the sun is going, correct?
Yeah.
So this is physically explanation for a physical movement. He is trying to explain to us where the sun is going, why the sun is going. The sun goes every day to prostrate under the throne of Allah. And then he says, and that is Allah's statement. He explained now to Quran for us, so no way a Muslim he can say Muhammad was not right. He quotes for us from the Quran, chapter 36, verse number 38 says, and the sun runs on its fixed course for a term and a degree. So Muhammad is saying the Quran, when he speak about this verse, explaining to us how the sun run in the orbit you mentioned to me. This is the orbit. Every day the sun goes from the east and go all the way at the end of the day under the throne of Allah. Sleep under the throne of Allah in the murky water. Isn't it the Quran says, isn't it the hadith says that the throne of Allah is above the water?
Yes.
Let us find the hadith. Here we go. Allah's throne is above the water. You see it?
Yeah.
And that explain what Muhammad is talking about. So Allah's throne is above the water. The sun goes all the way, prostrate itself under the throne of Allah, which where? Above the water. And what is that water? Is Aynun Hamia. Did we make it clear for you, my friend?
Yeah.
How this can be Quran? How this can be from God?
Oh, in the Quran it says that it stays in the orbit night and day long.
Sorry?
In the Quran it says that it stays in an orbit night and day long.
What night day long?
But the sun is in its orbit every.
My friend, isn't it here you go? Your prophet he just explained where the sun goes. Come on, you know we don't want to play games and say there it says there, there it says there. It says clearly, and Muhammad is the one who quote the verse for you. Muhammad he quote for you what it's mean that the sun run in its course. So I cannot explain it better than your prophet, and you cannot explain it more than your prophet. So when he say the sun set in the murky water, that's mean it's a murky water. He explained and he quote for us chapter 36. It says, and this is what it's meant, that the sun run in its own course. So the sun every day move from point A to point B. We have to be honest.
In the Quran it also says that the moon follows the sun.
Where in the Quran it says the moon follows the sun? Let me show you. Let me show you what the Quran is saying. I know what you are talking about. This is a mistake. You are forcing me to bring all the mistakes of the Quran. I mean, you are helping me big deal. Okay.
Yeah, but how isn't it really a mistake? Because like the moon doesn't follow the sun in its orbit, but it follows the sun in its
no,
path.
my friend doesn't say that. Let me show you what the Quran is saying.
If the Quran says that the sun follows the moon, then it would have been a mistake.
Well, I don't know what you mean.
The Quran says that the moon follows the sun, right?
The moon follows the sun?
Yeah.
Okay, where it says the moon and follow the sun?
Chapter
31?
No.
Okay.
91.
91. Okay, chapter 91, what verse?
verse 2. Verse 1 to verse 2.
Okay, verse number 2. Okay. والقمر إذا تلاها is not following. It's when the moon came after. It's not follow really. It's coming. والقمر إذا تلاها. Follow here is about following by time, not about following the sun. Let me you see it says when first the night, then new moon to be seen. Now let me show you that this is what it's meant, because if you go in the Quran, my friend. Okay, let us close some pages. Too many pages open, that will slow our internet. Chapter 31 verse number 29, chapter 35 verse number 13, chapter 36 verse number 40, chapter 39 verse number 5, chapter 41 verse number 37, chapter, I mean all those chapters are a pure mistake. And let us start one by one. Let us see. Let us go from the one speaking about the movement. Okay, where it's okay. Okay, here we go. Chapter 21 verse number 33. Read with me carefully, my friend. It is he who created the night and the day, and the sun and the moon. They float each in an orbit. Do you know what each goes for? When he say each? Each what?
They both.
Each what?
Like each means sun and the other one means
no,
moon.
each is goes for all. You see in Arabic it says كل في فلك يسبحون. The old legions believe that those are the stars. They have a ship. This is why you saw, if you go to the zodiac, you will see that they have a ship. You know, I don't know if you saw it before. They believe that those stars, they float in a ship. So look what it says, that all of them, they float, they swim actually, يسبحون, which means they swim in the falakin here is not really orbit as much as a ship, but we will go with the Muslim translation just to make you happy. So each they float, each what? Each the day and the night. It is he who created what? The night and the day and the sun and the moon, and then they, which mean all of them, float each in an orbit. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the day and the night, they have an orbit. Is that true?
It actually says in another version of Quran that Allah makes the night overwrap the day and the day overwrap the night.
But this
So
is
you can-
okay. We will go there just one by one. Let us finish this one. Okay. So Allah created the night and the day. So what Allah is speaking about, that the night and the day is something physically created. I can accept that he created the night as a metaphorical meaning, because you know the night is not really created, it's just darkness, but we will let it go as metaphorical. But created the day, are we speaking about the day as something different from what we have? Is it the same day he's talking about? Yes, he's talking about the same day, our day and our night. Okay.
Yeah.
So now he's saying that the night and the day and the sun and the moon, they each flow in the airport, but this is false. Don't we have something is called the eclipse? The Quran says in different verse that the moon and the sun, they never met.
Where does it say that?
Chapter 36 verse number 40.
Yeah.
Okay. It is not for the sun to overtake the moon, nor doth the night overstrip the day. They float each in an air orbit, but this is false, because simply the sun is always actually there. It is just the earth going around itself. We are not overlapping the sun. The sun is there. It's just because we are, the earth is facing the other direction of the sun, correct?
Yeah.
Same time when he say that the sun and the moon, they never meet together, they will never overstrip, that is false, because that means you don't understand the eclipse. Don't we have something it's called the eclipse?
Yeah.
And then suddenly we have night overtaking the day.
Yeah.
So this is a mistake too. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't really know what to say though.
Everything in the Quran is a joke, my friend. There's nothing there is truthful. This is a joke. This is not going to be true. What is holding the birds from falling down? Because Allah, He hold the bird from falling down. Now that can be said. You know, as an example, why Allah created the sun or the stars? Do you know?
No.
ولقد زينا السماء الدنيا بمصابيح وجعلناها رجوما للشياطين, chapter 67 verse number 5. According to Allah, the stars are made to shoot the devil in his ass. Read it with me. How this is can be true? The devil live in earth. There's no devil live in the sky. There's no devil live in space. The devil live only in the earth, and the devil will try to escape out of the earth, and Allah, He shoot him by a star.
It's talking about the jinns, right?
Yeah, yeah, but here he mentioned the word shayateen, not only the jinn, because there's good genie and there's a bad genie, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, here in the verse he mentions shayateen. So he shoot the shaitans. According to Muhammad, shaitan, he tried to spy at Allah, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, yastariquna as-sama, that's what the Quran says. So each time they try to steal information from Allah, Allah, He shoot them by a star. How you can shoot someone who live in the earth by a star without destroying the earth? How big the star is?
There's not all genies live on earth.
No, all genie live in the earth. There's no genie don't live in different place, my friend. No.
Can you show me the reference?
Well, isn't it the Quran says that Allah, He sent, He said there was only He created. You see, the Quran is a stupid book. So when the Quran says فأزلهما الشيطان عنها فأخرجهما وقلنا اهبطوا بعضكم لبعض عدو, or chapter 2 verse number 36 or 238, it says the same. Okay, or chapter 7 verse number 13, chapter 7 verse 24, etc. But let us read this one. But Satan caused them to be deflect, therefore he and expelled them from the happy state in which they were, and we said fall down, or this is fast translation, you know, go down, one of you will be enemy for each other. Allah, He said to whom? To shaitan, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and the other verse says what? Shaitan, correct?
Yeah.
So what was sent to down, it's a punishment. There's no way Allah, He said to shaitan, get out, and he's still there, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so shaitan is on earth, and he's speaking about shaitan specifically, not about jinn. He said the shayateen. And by the way, how shaitan have children? How shaitan became shayateen?
Is it mentioning the actual shaitans or just jinns?
No, it says shayateen, my friend, shayateen. Rujuman lishayateen. Rujuman lishayateen. Not a jinn. There's no jinn. Rujuman lishayateen. Let me show you. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Read with me carefully, please. I don't know if you speak Arabic or not, but I think you can maybe make up the letter. You see a shayateen? If we change the translation, let us change the translation. This is who? This is who? Big Tal. Let us go to Yusuf Ali. See what Yusuf Ali will say. Okay. All right. Here Yusuf Ali translate as the evil one, but this is false. It says shayateen. Let us go to Big Tal. Let us try Big Tal. Do you see for the devils? But even Big Tal, he did not get it right, because he should say the word shayateen. The word shayateen is right in the front of our face.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sure if you don't speak Arabic, still you know how the shayateen look like, right? As a word.
Yeah.
Okay. So Allah, He shoot the shaitan by a star. That's false. That's impossible. Muhammad is explaining simply. They see the meteor. You know what the meteor, right?
Yeah.
The rocks which fell from the sky. So Muhammad, he think that those are what? Allah shooting shaitan in their ass.
Sorry. Can you repeat that again?
The meteor, you know what the meteor? The rocks falling from the sky, from the space. During night, we see them. They shine sometime, right? Okay. So Muhammad, he think that those are stars, and Allah, He shoot the shaitan with them. But this is nothing but a legend. This is fairy tale stories.
Yeah, but have you ever heard of gamma ray bursts of the stars?
I heard of what?
Gamma ray bursts of the stars.
I don't understand really.
it's grammar, and then ray and then bursts of the stars. Like all type of influence. Skype.
No, I don't understand what you are saying at all. Maybe you can. Is it a verse you want me to read? I don't understand what you are saying in English. Sorry.
I'll send it to you in Skype.
Yeah. Let me get some water, please. Give me a second. All right, my friend. Now, you know, let us make it simple, me and you. How many mistakes already I showed you, my friend, today? Do you agree I showed you mistakes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So how this can be the book of God?
You know, it's difficult for me. You know, I am. My parents were atheists, but I converted to Islam. But I was searching for the truth. But I had a difficulty picking for Islam or Christianity. So I started look for miracles or science or math. So,
But all of this is a lie. It's just a fabrication to fool you, my friend. You are smarter than this, and we prove it. Not a single claim come to be true. They are desperate. They are trying to make miracles. They try to say like, okay, here we go. The word earth and the word sea and the word etc. They are equal number, and then we check them. We find that they are false. They try to fabricate. When the Quran, you see, and the funny, the Muslims, they discover miracles Muhammad do not know, and Allah do not know.
I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back. No turning